Hello, hello, guys. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited for today's guest. So welcome to Live with Jacqueline Valdez. We are going to actually be talking about self-care for working women, which is so important right now. And we have two beautiful owners of a fabulous shop, the Glamourina. We have Nekol and Kia. So I would like to welcome them both to our show. So welcome, welcome, lovelies.
Hi,
Hey.
thank you for having us.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited. And I love all the color that you ladies bring.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how are we doing this evening?
I am doing good. I'm doing good.
Nice. How are you tonight, Miss Kia?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you so much.
I love it. So self-care is so important, and it's just such a huge thing that is needed right now, especially with COVID going on and just all of the craziness in the world going on. What things would you tell people, to take that step to really self-care?
Yeah, I mean, I would say to make time for it. That's number one. I was actually just thinking earlier today, like, what is self-care? Because we hear the regular things like meditate, XYZ, but I feel like self-care is anything that helps balances your mental state. So I would say to just make time for it. That's step one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I like to make time for it. And I think maybe writing down like daily what your intentions are for the day. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like we can get bombarded by all of the things that we need to accomplish for the day. So maybe just writing down the most important, 2 or 3 things that you really want to accomplish. What are your intentions for the day? And focus on that and just kind of let go of all of the other stuff until another time.
Yeah, that's so true. And I love that you ladies are so huge on really inspiring women and just really, pushing not just through your line, but in everyday life of, really care for yourself, really love yourself, really embrace life and just live to the fullest and just sharing positivity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I love it so much. So how long have you guys been connected with your business?
So actually, I had Glamourina started as a blog, back in early 2012, 2013. But I approached Nekol back in 2015 about creating an athletic line, really changing Glamourina from a blog to, e-commerce site. And, just through a lot of brainstorming, a lot of, late nights and coming up with different ideas, we created this concept of developing, culturally inspired activewear line.
Yeah. So we're 5 years in, 4 collections in.
Yay! I know, right?
Yeah, that's so exciting. Yes, that's huge. That's such a beautiful accomplishment. And it's just so creative. The lines that you do, the color, the culture, it's just very beautiful.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we love color. It's like, it's our niche, you know what I mean? It's something that we found that we like, and then our customer base loves it too. So it's something that we're sticking with. It's vibrant, it's bold, it inspires you, you know what I mean? So that's why we pick these bold, colorful prints.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially for this newest collection, the Tribe collection that we launched back in October of this year. Yeah, we really decided with this line to just really go all out with the color and the boldness to really, motivate and inspire women.
Yeah, I love that because it's so true. Color does really kind of perk you up and it makes you a little happier, kind of gives you a little bit of sassiness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I would have to say I was at the gas station one day and it was a rainy, cloudy day. And this woman said, I had the jacket on that Nekol is wearing. And she was just like, your jacket just reminds me of the sun. It makes me want to smile. So it's things like that that really inspire us when we're designing. Yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love how you take like things from the outside and things that people say, comments, and just every day enjoying the presence and using that to build your, business.
Yeah, definitely.
That's very cool. How do you ladies find that you are able to really take care of yourself running a business?
I would say it's not easy. I mean, for sure, it's not easy. Kia and I both have daughters. So we each have a daughter. So we're moms. That's a full-time job. We both work outside of Glamourina, and that's a full-time job. So it's so much. And I'm sure many other women can relate. We're all kind of just trying to better ourselves and doing so many things to get that accomplished. So it's not easy. But it's just, for me, it's time management and just trying to prioritize. And like we said earlier, making time for self-care in between of everything else to make sure that we stay on we stay our best self while we're doing it.
Yeah. And I feel like for me, I've had to kind of let go of this like perfect idea of what it's supposed to look like. I mean, in terms of trying to manage so many different things between our business, working full time, our daughters, everything is not perfect every time. Sometimes, my daughter has a 4-course dinner meal. Sometimes it's barely, it's a slice of pizza. So it just, I think really letting go of like this perfect image of how things are supposed to be, and just doing the best you can and congratulating yourself on what you can accomplish for the day.
Yes, I love that so much. That's such a great tip. Congratulating yourself and just, giving yourself a pat for what you've done and just taking it each day at a time. And it does not have to be perfect. I think a lot of moms and women in general think that things have to be perfect. You always have to be strong. You always have to have everything well put together.
Yeah, definitely.
And
we get those messages. Yeah, we get those messages a lot too, I think, with social media and from the outside looking in, everyone's lives look perfect and their hair is always done and their makeup is done. Like, I don't look like this every day. We're always in sweatpants and, comfortable. But, at the same time, it's important to just put your best foot forward, whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah, that's so true. I love that so much. Yes, put your best foot forward. Very exciting. So what exciting things do you have coming up for you guys?
Well, I would say we had an amazing 2020. We are blessed. A lot of businesses, unfortunately haven't made it through this year. But we've thrived in 2020. We've gained so much momentum. I think we're both at a better space with the business, and we're so empowered for next year. Right now, we're in the planning stages. We're excited for the next collection. Our 2020 collection is just about sold out. So we're really in the planning stages of, continuing to develop and grow the brand and preparing for what's next with our new collection.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we kind of need just a week or two of a breather. It's been a bit of a whirlwind this year. I mean, this year, I think for everybody has been a little bit crazy, but like Nekol mentioned, our business has definitely thrived with so many different things, good and bad, that has happened this year. In the beginning of the year with all like the police brutality and things like the social awareness, the social consciousness, really pushed this narrative to support like Black-owned businesses. So we got a lot of support, a lot of new customers and followers. So 2020, I mean, this Tribe collection has been one of our fastest selling, best-selling collections. And that's, like Nekol said, that's a blessing because a lot of businesses went out of business. So with that, I mean, with such a high demand for our apparel, we need a moment to like sit down and take a deep breath, but definitely to continue to plan and prepare for the new line.
I love that. And I love that you're giving yourselves permission to just take that breather and to kind of just process and enjoy how good the year has been for you and your business, and then just preparing for the next season.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people, or a lot of women especially, feel like they can't take that break. They can't take that time to just decompress and kind of just process everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I feel guilty. I'm sorry, go ahead, Nekol.
I was just going to say, I beat myself up a lot for taking a break. And I know other women can relate. I'm the type of person that I always have to be doing something. If I don't, I'll go crazy. So giving yourself a break is okay. And I try all the time to like remind myself to do that. Otherwise, you'll go crazy. You really will.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I feel like we're in a culture of almost like it's this grind until you die. You sleep when you're dead. And I'm like, I don't know where we came up with that concept. Like, we need rest.
That's so true.
And I don't think that takes away from how hard you work, because we worked very hard. But yeah, just giving ourselves, like you said, permission to take a break and then also enjoy. I don't think that we've really had an opportunity to really sit back and enjoy the successes of Glamourina, because it's like, okay, what do we do next? What do we do next? But I think we can miss a lot of things if we don't do that. So that's our goal, I think, going into the new year.
Yes, I love that. Enjoying the break and just enjoying, the moment of what happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you guys have inspired me to actually take a break and enjoy what's going on.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's our whole goal is just, we are real women. And so whatever we put out there, with our tweets and our quotes and things like that, like we try to inspire real women. And we
Yeah.
know how busy it can be, whether you're, a parent at home with distance learning, or you're trying to work from home and you have kids running around, or you may have lost your job. So we just, Nekol and I, our entire mission is really just to motivate and inspire women to just be their best selves. And I always say, whatever that means for you, because whatever is best for me might not be best for you. So I think that's important too, is just to figure out, what it is that you need to do for your self-care.
Yeah, that's true. To pinpoint what you need for you, it might not be the same for other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that you ladies, your line, and you have so much respect from a lot of people, and so many people that love your line is because they can tell the passion and, the desire to wanting to empower women and to empower Black women and support, the culture and just make people happy, make people feel comfortable and sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it so much. So how do you guys come up with all the different creations and like color patterns and stuff? Is it something that you kind of just have a vision in your head, or do you spend hours just kind of going through the colors and say, oh my gosh, these are so vibrant and bring a lot of good energy and happiness?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a process.
Yeah.
It's not just like, this is it, we're going to go with it. It's a process where we both sit down, we pick out things that we like personally. I know sometimes I'm always the over the top one where I'm like picking these crazy prints, and kids like, well, everybody is not into that, which is true. So we come together, which is good because we're different. So
Yeah.
it brings balance. So we come up with the perfect blend together. And then we kind of like do focus groups and kind of approach our friends and family to see what they're feeling, what they like. And it's a whole process of what we like, deciding on what we're going to actually go with, and then, what designs we're going to actually get manufactured.
Wow.
Yeah, it definitely is a process. And I feel like with each collection, this is our 4th collection, it kind of, the theme of the collection just kind of ties into like what's happening. We decided to name this collection the Tribe Collection because, again, with so many things that were happening in the U.S. with like the police brutalities and everything, it was this like collectiveness, this gathering and groups, really supporting each other, and especially Black women kind of getting into tribes with other women for emotional support. And not just Black women, but I feel like all women were needing some type of tribe to get through, the quarantine and being stuck in the house and stuff like that. So we really play off of what's happening around us when we're designing. And I think with this line, we kind of took a leap of faith and decided to go a little bit bolder. Some of our other lines, a little bit more solid colors, whereas you can see what Nekol and I are wearing. These are, bold, bright, as well as having a little bit of tone down. So just try to open up a variety for different types. Because like Nekol said, we're different, but there's so many different women, and sometimes you want to be bold and sometimes you don't. So I feel like with this line, we try to offer a little bit of everything for every woman.
Yeah. Wow. That's really cool. Yeah. And it's cool that you guys, like you said, you balance each other out. So it's nice to have like the yin yang where you're really just, helping feed off of each other and create something very cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah. Inspiring others and then also following your passion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Any tips of advice you would give people who are wanting to create a clothing line, but just don't even know where to even start?
I would say for me, one is just be passionate. Make sure you're passionate about it because like you said, this is something that we're passionate about. There's a mission behind it. And before this, we had other ideas for a business prior to this activewear brand. But before that, the passion wasn't there. You know what I mean? Once we found the passion in it, what we were doing it for, what the goal and mission was, that's when the business became an actual business and began to thrive. So for anybody starting a business, my advice would be find something that you're passionate about because you're going to always put your best foot forward with everything that you're putting out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with the passion because also there are going to be so many times where you're going to want to quit. We've been in that situation when things don't go right. There's going to be a lot of downs as well as ups. So you need to have that passion to make you want to keep going. I would give, my tip is definitely once you do find your passion and your niche, you definitely need to study that because, anyone could have looked at us and say, hey, there's a million athletic apparel companies. Like, what's going to make you guys different? So what we notice is that Black women especially are just not really represented in the athletic market. And you don't really see a lot of different body types. So I feel like, when we decided to start designing and taking pictures and posting, we really wanted to showcase, women who are extra small to women who are 3 and 4X. That was something that we noticed is missing. So I think when you are thinking about whatever it is, you're going to your business, your service, definitely study that business, study what your competitors or people that are already established in that business, what are they doing? Like what's working, what's not working, and kind of find your way of like, what's missing. With all of these other apparel companies, we had found something that was missing, a problem that we knew we could solve. And I think that's one way that your business is going to grow, to be able to really solve a problem for your consumer.
That's such incredible tips. It's so true though, is find your niche and find where the problems are and try to fix them. And I love that you ladies are embracing all sizes, all types, because sadly, it is not something that is really, there's not many athletic wear for, Black women, and then also for various sizes. It's true.
Yeah, I feel like you just don't really see it. Even if they do offer the sizes in the store, I don't see that in the ads. You know what I mean? And so for me, if I was someone that wears a 3X or a 4X and I never see that, I don't feel like I belong in that space. And I think Nekol and I, like, our goal was to make everyone feel included in this space, that, your athletic or fitness journey doesn't mean it starts when you lose all the weight or you gain all the muscle. You know what I mean? It starts like wherever you are. It starts today. So we wanted to create pieces that were going to be able to flow with wherever you are, that's going to fit comfortably, it's going to move with you, and that you're going to feel confident in.
Yeah, I love that so much. And that's why so many people love your line, is they can just see that love and just that you make them, feel, and they're in a comfortable space.
Yeah.
Which is important. That tribe. I love it.
Absolutely.
So much so. What tips would you give someone who is, a mother and who is wanting to have a business also? Congrats on your guys' motherhood.
Thank you.
I don't know if you want to start with this one, Kia.
Man, I know. It's like so many. What have we done? I think you should just go for it. I mean, whatever it is that you want to do, because I will tell you, sometimes even being a mother, you might want to talk yourself out of it for mothering, I'm going to be really busy. My child is not, I have to do this for my child. And while that's important, yes, our kids come first. I think Nekol and I know we wanted to leave a legacy for our daughters. We definitely, while working a full-time job, we wanted to have something of our own that we could pass down to them. So I think that's kind of like a motivating force, especially on those days. And Nekol knows what I'm talking about, where we have just like, are so over this. But at the same time, like, we look at our daughters and we can just see, I mean, I've seen Nekol's daughter, my daughter, have like helped us package some of the orders. They've seen us, type up the labels. They've seen us tag, because we do all of the shipping and fulfillment ourselves. Everything is us. And our daughters are privy to that. And so I think when you have kids, use that as your motivation to say, I'm showing them that I can do something outside of just the norm of a 9 to 5. I'm showing them that I had an idea, I had this dream, and it's come into fruition. And, people are loving that.
Yeah. And I think I would just add to that tip and say, for any mother who is looking to start a business, think about how you can incorporate your kids with that business. Is it something you can do together? Is it something that you can bring them along for? Because, it's been times we've done pop-ups when outside was open, and we would bring the kids if we could. If it was a venue that was kid-friendly, we'd bring the kids. Like Kia said, they help us out. Eventually, they're going to be working for Glamourina or taking over the business. So why not incorporate them if you can? So I would say keep that in mind when you're trying to start your business, how you can incorporate your children to make it less of a stress factor and more of an inclusive thing for the family.
I love that. Yeah, I love it's, setting a good example and bringing your child into your business with you and them seeing everything that you're doing. They are the next generation.
Yes, that's
Absolutely.
true. And they're always watching us. So like Nekol said, I mean, stop
Absolutely.
making it as less of a stressful thing and just more of a how can I get her or him, your son or daughter to help you
Right.
along in the business. Yeah.
Right. I love that. That's such great advice. Yeah. So moms, you can do it.
You can, you totally can.
Mhm.
And I love, that you said, once you find something you're passionate about, it shows through and you will keep pushing through because that's what motivates you. And your children, your loved ones can help motivate you and add to it being a positive thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think your why when you have or creating a business or have an idea for a business, your why has to be beyond I just want to make a bunch of money. You know what I mean? I don't think that there's any longevity in that. But if it's a real purpose, like we mentioned, to pass something down to your children, to be able to give back to your community, to be able to hire people in your community, something like that, I think that's what's going to really help sustain your business in the long run. Because at the end of the day, if it's just about self-serving, I just don't believe that that's really going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, find your purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I love that so much. So was there anything else that you guys wanted to tell the viewers?
Well, we're in the planning stages now for what's next. But I would say to anyone who is watching, who may be a customer or supporter, thank you.
Yes.
If you're not familiar with the brand, definitely check us out. Check out our story because it may be helpful to you to really understand the owners behind the business and how we grew this business, whether you just want to know more about Glamourina or if you want to kind of see our journey to help you with your own business.
Yeah, definitely. I would just say, I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm looking forward to 2020 being over, but I'm really excited about where Glamourina is going. I mean, for me to kind of sit back and, because I feel like right now it's like a reflective time for a lot of us. And I think about where Nekol and I started, how, much we did not know, how many mistakes we made and things like that. But to see all of the accomplishments, I mean, we have been in so many different places. Beyonce's website is featuring Glamourina right now. We've been in Essence. We've just been in so many different publications. Your podcast, different podcasts. It's so humbling. It's exciting to see that we have been, received so well by our customers and followers. So I'm just excited. I have a lot of hope and joy and gratitude, but definitely excitement for the new year and excitement for where this business is about to go.
Yeah, it's very exciting just seeing your journey recently and how much, things have really opened up for you ladies and just
Definitely
where you started and knowing your story and then knowing, it's pretty new. It's not, many, many years. So you guys have really, it's like a whirlwind.
Yeah, it is. And that's I think a major accomplishment. Like we said in the beginning, we have to kind of take a step back and really congratulate and pat ourselves on the back for what we did do, what we didn't do right. And I think looking at all those mistakes too, so that we can just continue to make better decisions moving forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that you embrace the mistakes and you use that to move forward, and that you ladies are both so humble and authentic and just so loving and just so open to your customers and to everyone to, expanding their business and just being, good mommy examples and showing that you can do it all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yes, you ladies are such a huge inspiration.
Thank you.
Anyone that you wanted to do a special shout out to? You're welcome, love.
I definitely want to shout out our public relations manager, Camille Davis from Montage PR. Camille, again, is another Black woman. She's she runs her own business. And she really works tirelessly, like for all of her clients. So I definitely want to send her a special shout out because we're really appreciative of all of the work that she is. But she's even has been trying to help us, even, when she's like off the clock. She'll text us late at night, early in the morning. Opportunities come. She's always trying to include us. So I definitely just want to give her a special shout out and say thank you to Camille.
Yeah, and I guess I'll just shout out all of the brand ambassadors who've worked with us over the years. We've done this maybe, 2 years now, 2 or 3
Yeah.
years.
Yep.
So all of the women across the world who supported us and supported Glamourina, I just want to say thank you and shout out to all of those brand ambassadors.
Oh, yes, I love it. So many people are wearing all of your stuff. I want to wear it pole dancing.
Yes, perfect for
Yeah.
pole dancing.
Absolutely.
I love it so much. What do you ladies want to be remembered for?
Great question. I was waiting for this. Don't have an answer, but let me think.
I know. I was thinking about that too.
I think.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Kia.
I was just gonna say, I would like to be remembered just for my empathy. I feel like I have the ability to just empathize with a lot of people. That's has been my way to really connect, make really strong and good connections with other women. To really take myself out of my own head and put myself in other people's shoes. I feel like that used to get me in trouble when I was younger. My heart is a little too open sometimes, and people would kind of walk all over me, or I'm too nice or too sweet, or I never can understand why can't we all just be friends. But as I've gotten older, I've appreciated that part about me. That I'm able to empathize and just understand other people's experiences to be able to try to relate to them.
Yeah, and I think for me, what I want to be remembered for is my creativity. I'm an artist first, so aside from painting and putting that creativity into the world, I'm able to do that with Glamourina also. So all of these prints and creating the prints from scratch and putting them into clothing, it's a part of my creative journey. And I definitely want to be remembered for all of the creativity that I put into the universe when I'm gone. It'll still be here when I'm gone.
Yep.
So I definitely want that to be remembered.
Yeah, I love it. You ladies are so beautiful, and you're just so warm and just so kind, and you are so inspiring and just so loving, giving spirits that it's just so much respect for you.
Oh, thank you so
Jacqueline.
much. Thank you.
Yes,
You're sweet yourself. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I do understand being a little bit of a, kind spirit too. And some people can take advantage and walk over you, but it's like still staying sweet.
Yeah. I realize I can't be anybody else, So that's my tip for leaving out of this interview is just be yourself. You can't be anybody else for other people. You have to just be yourself.
Yes, just be yourself and embrace your creativity too. I love that you paint also, Nekol. That's so cool.
Thank you. Yes. It's a gift.
Yeah, she has some amazing art. So absolutely, anyone
you.
listening to us, please check out Nicole's art. It is beautiful.
Yes,
thanks,
I can't wait. Yes, and I have your ladies' information. It will be posted so they can find you and stuff. And I will check out your artwork too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies. It has been such a pleasure and so much fun and such an honor to have you here.
Thank you, Jacqueline.
Thank you so much
for having us.
Thank you so much. Thank you for illuminating the world with your presence, ladies.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Thank you. So much love.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you guys for tuning in. It has been such a pleasure. Thank you for watching Live with Jacqueline Valdez, illuminating the world one voice at a time. Thank you guys. Take care.